on defense.
They were. You know, we had I said before, I thought we had a great preseason camp and built up to how we got a jump on the start today, and real happy with, you know, a lot of kids playing for their first time and getting an opportunity, and I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, 7 TDs offensively in the first 7 possessions, and you know, one of the things you were looking for from Marcus was managing the offense. Looked like he managed it well.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really use the word manage. I think he got to go out and play, but I thought he made a lot of really good plays. They blitzed him a little bit early, and he took a sack on the first drive, but then came back and made some real quick decisions, and that's the one thing you love about him. I think he's got a really good command of our offense and knows where to go to the ball when they present some different looks. And there was a lot of unknowns coming into this game because, you know, it's Gus's first year. You know, the defensive coordinator came from Georgia State. Were they going to run what Arkansas State ran last year? Are they going to run what they did at Georgia State? And, you know, there's a lot of film that we spent a lot of time as a coaching staff that didn't help us at all today because they didn't run some of the things that we thought they were going to. But that's what happens in the first game. And that's a good football team. They won 10 games last year, and that quarterback is a good football player. You can understand why he was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year last year. So we still got a lot of things to work on, but we're 1-0 to start the season, and we're moving in the right direction.
And one of the good things for Marcus making those quick decisions, he spread it around a lot of people. Colt Lyerla, Kenyon Barner, D'Anthony Thomas, a lot of different people out there.
Yeah, and we feel like we've got, you know, we're not a one-man show. And I think it's important for us to be successful on the offensive side of the ball. We have to spread the ball to different people. And really, it's trying to see how the defense is going to deploy their looks, and then someone at some point in time is going to be the guy that's going to be, you know, targeted by us of who we got to get the ball to. But, you know, I thought Keenan made some big plays. Josh Huff made some big plays. Obviously, D'Anthony and Kenyon contributors from the tight end. Darrell Hawkins had a couple catches. So it was a good day overall. But we still have to work on. There's a lot of things we got to work on, and that's a positive thing as a coach. Is, you know, you get a chance. There's a lot of film we got to get cracking on and get ready here and go back to work on Monday. But you know, when you win a game and that's a positive for us. You build on it, but you also know that we got a lot of work ahead of us.
You could see the team speed your defense was playing with, particularly in that first half. The plays that were working in the second half for Arkansas State weren't working in the first half. I thought your defense that first quarter and a half was smothering.
They did, and it's what we saw out of camp, and you know, we'll build upon that. The great thing about today is a lot of guys got a lot of reps, and there's a lot of film for us to teach off of, and a lot of first game experiences today, and hopefully we can build from that.
And scored points off the turnovers too. A couple of turnovers, takeaways. You guys scored touchdowns off of those. So the short field a little bit, defense set them up as well.
Again, and we feed off of them, and they feed off of us, and you know, that's important in any game because you don't know how they're going to play themselves out. We all have a plan going in, but that plan changes because they have a plan too. So
got a chance to see the special teams and the effect of that kicking the ball off at the 35 and hanging it high, and again the speed of your kickoff team. I thought that was it was interesting to watch that and how that worked.
Yeah, there was a couple young guys. You know, B.J. Kelly had a huge play on one of our kickoffs, and you know, some of our young guys getting in there and learning to cover kicks, and that depth helps us. You know, if we don't have to play our starters a ton on special teams because we got guys like B.J. and some of the younger guys that are stepping up, but that's going to pay dividends for us in the long run.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations, 1-0 on the season. We'll talk to you next week after Fresno State.
All right, thanks, Jordy.
I know you already mentioned, how was it with